In this episode, we will be covering Spirit Week, the sports season, some important information, and more.
Welcome back, Devils. We'll be kicking it over to Kelvin and Cole for an update on the sports season.
Thank you, guys. Last week, the football team had a game against Smith Vocational High School and took a big win, 56-12.
Tonight is a homecoming game against Gardner. It is also senior night. Be sure to come and support your seniors and participate in fun tailgating activities. The game will be here at Murdock at 7 p.m.
The cheerleading team had a competition last Sunday where they placed second place. Here's a clip from their performance.
The cheer team has another competition on Sunday at Billerica Memorial School.
The field hockey team lost to St. Bernard's last Friday 3-0 and then lost to Maynard on Monday 3-1.
The cross-country team had a meet last Saturday in Cape Cod where they did very well. Jack Skoinski placed 10th place and Gavin Zabik placed 12th in the sophomore boys race. Lillian Skoinski placed 25th in her race and Avery Murphy placed 1st in the sophomore race.
That's all we have for you folks. Back to the studio.
We had Spirit Week where students were able to dress as the according days to show their school spirit. My favorite day of the week was bikers versus surfers. What was your guys's?
I'd have to say my favorite day of the week was probably Wednesday for breast cancer awareness.
Mine was anything but a backpack day where I brought my big piano bench.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And don't forget, tomorrow night is the homecoming dance. For those attending, be sure to stay safe and make smart decisions. Those who have not bought a ticket will not be allowed in.
Next week on Thursday from 6 to 8 is Haunted Hallways. Each grade will be setting up a room trying to make it as scary as possible, just like a haunted house.
Anyone who walks through will be able to vote on their favorite room. Games will be available after you walk through.
Last Friday, Miss Fry's leadership class collaborated with Miss Ellis's class to compete in an egg drop activity.
The students created a contraption to protect their egg from cracking when they dropped it from the 3rd floor. All teams were successful in keeping their eggs safe.
If you want to have a voice in future events and activities, we recommend you to get involved in class meetings and student council.
By attending these meetings, you will be able to voice your opinions and influence upcoming events.
Fall Fest is tomorrow from 10 to 4 in downtown Winchendon. We will be doing interviews around town, so come and find us.
Let's bring it over to Camille for her segment about the library.
The Beals-Morrow Library is planning and working on an infrastructure project which covers many needs in the library, including revamping the basement and structural and electrical needs. Let's hear what the library staff and trustees have to say about it.
The purpose of the project is to install a fire suppression system, to update our antiquated electrical system, and to paint and plaster all the cracked walls that we have here in the library. So in doing that, we hope that the library will then become a library that can be used in the 21st century. Up until 2018, there was actually no elevator in the building. And in 2018, as I said, the building was finally made accessible to everybody in the entire community. So in order for library operations to move from upstairs on the main library floor to downstairs to the ground floor, or basement of the library, we're cleaning the library walls. We are moving all the bookstore materials out, but also we have to hire an electrician to wire the basement because at present there's only one outlet down here, and so we'll have to wire it so we can bring electricity down here to run the computers we plan to have down here. So people can plug their laptops in, so the circulation desk can have power. We're also going to have a few data ports to support the computers for the public computers and the staff. We're also going to have to build a ramp. Basically, it's going to be right where I'm sitting right now because we have to be ADA compliant. And once that happens, then we can actually move all the books and everything downstairs.
The infrastructure project is so important for the library because, first of all, it's just like a safety issue. We really like the staff. Like I said, they're really hardworking, they're really compassionate, they're really passionate about connecting the community, and so we would like them to be safe. A fire suppression system is really important to make sure that we can protect not only the staff but also our collection and this beautiful historic building we're sitting in right now. And another reason is because we need updates. We need to bring the library and the building into this century by creating more plugs for students to be able to come and do homework. We do have an under-resourced community that we're all a part of, and I imagine that we do have youth that maybe don't have access to Wi-Fi to do their homework and do research. So we need places for them to be able to plug in and be able to get access to that Wi-Fi to educate themselves.
The article for this project will be presented at the Fall Town Meeting on Monday, October 24th, starting at 7 p.m. in the Murdock High School Auditorium. All Winton registered voters who are interested in voicing their opinion are welcome to attend. Back to you guys.
Seniors, don't forget your Butterbraid fundraiser is due October 26th. This will help defray the cost of your dues if you sell at least 10 items.
Let's take a look at what is going on in Key Club.
What is Key Club?
So Key Club is an entirely student-led club that we have here in Murdock that is dedicated to service both in the community, in our school, and to students and residents in general.
All right, I like it. What are some goals you would like to accomplish with Key Club?
Yeah, so our main goal this year is to get our engagement back up, to get more students involved with Key Club, what you need for a club, coming to our events, coming to our meetings, getting those volunteers that we need. And so on top of that, our main fundraising goal this year is for Camp Sunshine, which is a camp that helps terminally ill kids and their families as they go through different stages of life. So our fundraising goal to start off by March 2023, we want to raise $500 to be donated, but we're definitely hoping to exceed that goal and have something to be proud of and have something that we as Murdock Key Club can donate to this large entity and be known for.
Awesome. So, why did you join Key Club?
So I joined Key Club back in freshman year. I heard about it just a little bit about the volunteer that they do and the service that they do, and I wanted to be involved in that type of thing. I love giving back to my community in any way I can. And so I started off just as a regular member, and I just fell in love with the club. I fell in love with the people, and then I've been doing it every year since. COVID was kind of a bit of a hiccup, but now as a president role, I love helping students and seeing them grow.
Why did you join Key Club?
I joined Key Club because I love my sister so much, and I want to be just like her when I grow up, so I'm following in her footsteps.
Awesome.
Shooting.
Why did you join Key Club?
Because my friends at cross country decided to do it, and I don't know, it was a nice experience and it ended up being pretty good.
Awesome. Why are people making bracelets in that room over there?
So people are making bracelets to be sold for Camp Sunshine, like I mentioned earlier. So we're going to be at Fall Fest this Saturday selling those bracelets to try to raise that money and to start our fundraising and get started. And I think it's great that during our meetings we can all come together and bond over making these bracelets and getting to know one another while we're doing this sort of craft thing, but also for a better cause.
I like that. We'll be at Fall Fest.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Right in the Clark parking lot.
Back to you guys in the studio.
That'll do it for announcements for today. Let's bring it over to Alex, who will be giving us the weather forecast.
Thanks guys, but here's the upcoming weather. For today, it'll be sunny, near 57, and a low near 35. Great weather for tonight's game. For tomorrow, it'll be partially foggy before 8 a.m., but apart from that, it'll be sunny with a high near 63 and a low of 40. For Sunday, there might be a chance of showers before 11 and some later that night. Temps will be in the high 50s and the mid 40s. For beginning next week, there might be a chance of rain on Monday, but apart from that, it'll be mostly cloudy. Temps will be in the low 60s and the low 50s. As all, back to you guys.
Last but not least, let's go around Murdock to see the students' answers for the question of the week.
Question of the week. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To read people's minds.
I gotta say telekinesis. It'll make football so much easier.
Teleporting, so I don't have to drive.
Forcing people to play tag. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Well, my imagination, because technically I could think of whatever I want and it would happen.
Spotting Coach Pesci whenever I want.
Probably speak every language.
Time traveling.
Read minds.
Talk to animals.
Teleportation.
I would probably say invisibility would be the best superpower.
Invisibility. It would be to have any superpower at any given moment.
Teleportation.
Back to you guys in the studio.
That'll do it for this week's episode. Be sure to stay updated by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at MurdockHS.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we post an episode.
And with that, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.